Yo, welcome back to yeah, just like that. We back in it. And today is December 24th now. Posted the video yesterday on December 23rd. I tapped in with a few of y'all, but y'all already didn't know how I feel about holidays. So for people specifically that's not inside of the academy, that's been doing like elite work with me and for YouTube purposes, we're going to do an analysis and drop it. Even though I do not highly recommend that you trade, especially if you're a beginner trader in the foreign exchange market or any market during the holidays. Now, you're an expert. By all means, brother, do your thing. But you know, whatever trade you're looking at, you should do your research. Make sure you're fully confident, pure of mind, body, soul, and then you take it. Don't be over risking or over leveraging. But anyway, so let's get into it. Y'all can see the rawness. All right, so it was three pairs that we was looking at was Nas 100, which is in a indices or indica, which you want to say, but indices pair. Um, we also was looking at JPY USD and GBP JPY. So we're gonna go over these pairs, in which when they move, if they move, how they may move, and how it may affect it because of the holidays. All right, got my little a trenches jacket on, you know what I'm saying? Trenches State Academy. We been doing this thing, bro. I don't care what nobody say. We was doing it when we had Bunnies 333. It was traveling, doing it for $25. Then we got, and this is just to get on to IM. And then uh it went from that to Trenches State Academy, showing people how to do it with 100% conversion rate over 30,000 families. That's real talk before the Bunnies 333. I mean, abundance. This including the abundance 333. Before it was trenches, and now with Forex is stupid, bringing it to YouTube and diving more into it with the elite members to make it all happen. All right, so um, let's get into it. Hey, ma. All right, so Tuesday, Monday has already happened. So if you trade doing Mondays had already happened, right? So if you trade doing Mondays, then this would be a better. Y'all saw me do this, right? Yeah, okay. Y'all saw me do that, right? All right, cool. My mom was leaving the room. But anyway, um, let's talk about it. Tuesday, Monday has already happened. So we don't trade on Mondays. Let's look into what happened on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays because we don't trade on Fridays. Christmas is on Wednesday. So let's see what happened to these banks and how this stuff moves so you can know that every time you decide you're about to trade in the foreign exchange market, you need to check news no matter what. Now, as we go toward the chart, you may see me take my face over here because I want you to tune in to that. I don't want you to be distracted by what's going on with me, what's going on in my background. But I put my face on here so you can know I'm tuned in. I'm with it. During the holidays, man, I'm taking time out for my family. We was just watching a movie, having family time. We got family coming in. I gotta go help clean the house. So I gotta put this content. I mean, I gotta put it out there to let y'all know that this is how I'm tuning in each week. All right, so let's go over it. For the news, we're gonna go over the pairs that how I look at it. We're gonna go over how I differentiate between when to follow news and when to not take the trade and stuff. So the pairs that we were talking about was GBP, JPY, USD, and NAS 100. So NAS 100 is not on this news. We'll talk about that later, what that look like. But NAS 100 is not on this news. Okay, so we sold this fucking on the JPY pair, which is because it's GBP, JPY is in that pair, and JPY, USD, JPY in that pair. So we solely focusing on JPY, and then GBP. Now I will go over what I wrote in my notes to make this a little more easier. I took time to make time more concise, and I most likely do that more. I like to show y'all how I got things, but for time being, and I want you guys to spend time with your family. That's how we distress. I wrote everything down. So, um, tell you what I got as we go. So Monday happens. So with Monday, since we're gonna go back to Monday, let's see if I can pull the date back. So yesterday was a Monday right here. You have no trading at all for CAD. All right, you have a red folder and a yellow folder. So As a look at CAD, right? You have a red folder and a yellow folder for this day. So you would not trade if you was trying to trade on Monday. You will not trade on that Monday. I don't trade Monday at all. But if that's what you want to do, CAD was not a safe one. Okay. What's another one? Was talk straight into GBP. GBP has a yellow folder. So GBP, as you can see, is yellow folder, yellow folder, yellow folder. So you can look at GBP, okay? We're not trading it, but if that's something you want to do as an advanced trader level, do what you gotta do. But beginning levels, go with the market, go with the news. You can trade GBP, all right? GBP is good to go. Now you got CHF and JPY is also in the yellow, all right? CHF is yellow folder. JPY yellow folder. Okay, so those you got CHF, JPY yellow folder. So we got GBP yellow folder, CHF, JPY yellow folder, AUD and USD. AUD and USD is orange folder. As you can see, USD right here, orange folder. AUD, orange folder. So we only trade the yellow folders. Orange, maybe, if it jumps back into the yellow. But if it goes from orange, red, no. If it goes for yellow, orange, okay. If it's doing all yellow, we're good to go. If it's doing red, yellow, orange, no. Okay. All right. So on Tuesday, let's come where we at now. That's all we have going on all day Tuesday. EUR is unavailable. EUR is unavailable. Why? Because their bank is closed down. Okay, all day. So we not you can't trade EUR. So don't be sitting here looking at the chart like this. Why? Or I'll go crazy like I don't understand why this not working. I don't understand it. Forex is just really growing. I don't understand what because it's not gonna move. All right, EUR is not moving none today. Okay, so you have USD. Yeah, actually, take that back. You have US, EUR, NZD, and AUD closed all day today. Look at that. EUR, AUD right here, and NZD closed. You have USD right here, which is an orange folder. So that's USD. So movement going on in the for the USD currency. Do you have JPY, which is in the yellow folder? So we are, like I said, you want to look at the yellow folders, okay? All right. So let's look at uh Wednesday. Or Wednesday is telling us. Look at that. All Wednesday. CHF, EUR, GBP, CAD, USD, NZD, AUD are all closed. Nothing is going on over here in the US. Nothing's going on there in French holidays. Nothing is going on in the German holidays. Nothing going on for the Italian holidays. All the banks are closed for the holidays. So no matter what you do, go ahead, have your cookie, go sit down and invite and treat yourself to Santa. If you don't believe in Santa, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, and all that good stuff. You feel me? But go down there and sit with your family and have a good time and enjoy the festivities of loved ones, okay? Because you're not gonna be able to do nothing with this market today or tomorrow. All tomorrow. Ho ho ho! Santa is here. Go have some fun and have some Christmas cheer. Or just love and laughter with your family. You ain't really got to celebrate Christmas, but if you got family, love, and laughter, and if you one of those people, this is have certain situations and they don't have a loved one, I'm glad you tapped into this content. I'm very glad I get to spend time with you. And what I want you to do is give yourself some time. I don't care if you go pour you a fresh cup of juice or get you your favorite fruit. I recommend that, or read your favorite book or a book that you read before by your favorite author. Take a walk in the park. Just look in the mirror and give yourself a high five. But you gotta do one of those things if you watching this and you on the 25th, you're not gonna have anybody to hang out with and stuff. I want you to go ahead, give yourself a high five. You know what I'm saying? I give you one. High five for being here. Okay. So Thursday, let's get into it. JPY is yellow, CHF, EUR, GBP, CAD are all still closed. So you can't trade if you're looking at CHF, EUR, GBP, CAD. You cannot trade no way for those pairs. And if you notice, we said we're gonna look at GBP, JPY, GBP for all day on Thursday and Wednesday. It's not moving, but as you can see, JPY is not moving on Wednesday, but it's moving a little bit on Thursday. So guess what that means for you? Ain't nothing moving. JPY is the traded pair. It doesn't matter. It ain't matter if JPY was JPY USD. JPY could be the leading currency pair, but because look, you had JPY and USD right here moving on Thursday. All right, so you could look at that pair, but look, 12 a.m. JPY has yellow folder. All right, 10 a.m. On that Thursday, right? 8:30 a.m. I meant USD, boom, red folder. And then 11 a.m. USD went in the orange folder. So if you're trading after those time, be careful. You may run into that red folder news, but then after that time, 11 a.m., you can go ahead and if you want to, but I wouldn't necessarily trade US nowhere. But because JPY is the unit leading pair and USD is the currency traded pair, uh yeah, traded pair, then you can look into playing with that kind of a little bit, okay? So be mindful if that's something you're gonna do. I didn't tell you to do it, but be mindful. All right, so that was Thursday going to Friday. Friday, okay. Wait, I missed something. The GPY was yellow. Yeah, so it's USD you gotta look at. Friday, you only got three folders, and with GBP, you can trade. USD is yellow, USD is yellow, USD yellow. So you could look into that, like I said. But after going over my notes, um, those are the analysis that I came up with for that. So that's my personal point of view. I feel like you should not trade. Now, if you trade a Nas 100, that's a little bit different. Make sure you pay very good close D to that news. I don't want to confuse you with that, but make sure you stay very good close to that news, look at it and everything. But other than that, uh that's all I got for news. Okay, so let's dive into it because I don't want to waste y'all guys' time. I want y'all to stay really plugged in. This is what we got going for Nas 100. So now this is the part where I'm going to move my face away from it because I want you to focus on the chart and not what I got going on. Okay. All right. So I kind of marked all this stuff up beforehand, but the reason why like I said, been looking at it all because anyway, I don't know. Anyway, so we've been looking at Nas 100. I was looking at it for us this buy up here, but once we got to that point, I was supposed to get out. I was up $339 and I ended up losing that because of being greedy. I saw when I dropped down to the 1 hour chart for this specific trade, and then actually as we get a little closer, I was like on this trade about right here. Um, excuse me, I saw where it made that equal high, and I'm just going to point this out, and I'm not going to make it too much in depth, but make sure if you have questions, you can email me. I'm going to try to provide my email here, if not below. I always try to put the email below, but you can email me, and then, excuse me, we can talk back and forth. The consultations are free, and then, like, we can get on the call and go over some things, and then if I can see where I can help you. We could talk about some mentorship if that's what you're interested in. But anyway, looking at this, guys, I see a point here, which is a high point. Price coming down, made this low, higher low. And then price coming made a higher low, right? So we had a higher high followed by a higher low. Don't you see that? So this is a high, right? And I'm just marking it. I think I marked it before, followed by a high low. All right, so this price created a, well, this is a low high. Sorry. All right, then price created a high low. And then we wanted to make sure that price broke into a lower low. So you see how price was touching this area multiple times. And then I think I even went down to like the 30-minute at one point in time. And it was looking something like this, right? Hold on. It was looking something like this. Yeah, so I even saw it had made that higher low, but still looking at the pivot levels, I'm like, I still above it. But I don't know. Beforehand, when I first started this, and you go back to the first week analysis that I made for this YouTube channel. Anyway, if you go back to that, you will see where I had a trade in there for that sell and I took it out. But anyway, I should have cut my trade because I knew exactly what I was looking at when I saw this, right? And then after price made the movement that it was gonna make, let's go back to the 1 hour. I want you to see on the 1 hour. Price made this movement is gonna make boom boom. All right. Boom. Look, it took me out my trade, right? Even though I was like a couple pips away from that, a couple pips away from that take profit, right? And it went back down past my pivot point. And at first I thought it had wicked me out on this wick here. As you see, this is where it wicked me out on this trade, but it I thought it was like a harsh pullback, but no, it was a reversal back. Well, not a reversal. It came back to retest this trend line right here, and we marked this trend line up on I think the higher time frame. Um, and as you see, I want to pull it back to the day so you can see that in the past, uh, this was a consistent trend line where price was literally um, respecting it, right? So this is something I call an inner trend. And again, you want to know more about it, make sure you inbox me, ask me more questions about it in a trend and see if we get on a consultation talk call for like a 15 minutes and go over some things that you may be thinking about with this skill. And then we can talk about it more. But if you like this video so far, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Just hit that bell button. It means a lot if you just hit that bell button for me. But definitely appreciate you for supporting. So you see where price made this all right, so this was a higher, a lower high. Was I say a lower low? Then a lower high, followed by 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 a lower high, right? But this is a consistent trend line here. Um, so that's where price is falling back down to this inner trend. This is the overall trend, which is this blue line that you see. Uh, all right. This is another inner trend, and then I think the bigger line you see is the trend for the overall, which is like the week, the day. Yeah. So if price is going to, somewhat sell, I feel like it's going to sell back into these specific areas and create momentum coming down. Let me show you. All right. So price, looking at this previous high, previous low, price all the way up here, still creating a high. So price has to come back and see if it's going to respect the low, right? So it could be buying still on for the weekly time frame, but looking at this previous high, previous low right here, boom, boom. Price has to come back down to these lows. And as you can see, these lows X is a major support level too. These levels X is major support level too. So I take this away, previous high, previous low. Price made the previous another high, but and it takes out this high, right? Goes above here, but it hasn't made the low. Okay. So no matter what, between this high and this low, what price is doing, we're still currently buying, right? So it seems like it was a harsh pullback, right? But we're looking for the week time frame. And because it was an inner trend of an inner trend, we we really monitoring this pretty closely, okay? Because I think it's falling back down to this major trend. This where this rally right here, we made this consistent trend here. And I think it's come back down to these levels, creating them into a resistance level to go back down to the overall trend line here. Right. So I just think this is just another this, right? Boom. So but we want to see if price pullback is on these times. So previous this is overall previous high, previous low, right? Previous high. So we're gonna see if price can come back to this previous low right here. This previous high here. On the week, on this is on the month. Type is price is looking to pull back here over the leaf for the month to retest. Not saying it's gonna get there, right? But just not gonna confuse you. Look down to my day. This is where price is, all right, for the day. To boom, create it. All right, high, low, high, low. Pretty high is pretty low. All right, so price is testing this high back into this low. Like I said, if price succeed this, I want price to break levels like this. I want price to come travel all the way back down to my level zone, yellow zone, and as you can see, my yellow zone is a major support level because it's support, right? Support, but at some point in time in the past, it was resisted. Price come here, resist back down, as well as this white zone here. But the white zone is that overall month, or weekly, high, overall high and low, right? So you want price to break back into here and this level here. Then we could be looking at price to continue for this buy. Support level here because you see it already broke this trim level chosen below here, and that line specifically is. Let me go back. Let me see what this thick the static over time. That was a okay. This was a major level here, but it wasn't on the definitely wasn't on the week. That month it was drawn. It wasn't drawn a week. It has drawn a day. Okay. So in the past, price had been there multiple times. So this is was a nice resistance level here, and price came in testing as a support, bouncing back up. So we want to see price touching this as a support to continue up with his buy. On price retesting it, creating it down to as a resistant level, and then if it does, price will come down, breaking this trend line again, and then boom, selling, right? So you want to create this level into a nice resistant level. So you have a resistant level here, right? Then you have a resistant level over for the weekly and monthly high and low, right? And then we're breaking into these zones here. This nice little sell. And like I said, this sell could come all the way back down to these levels here. I think those zones were, yeah, the highs and lows, right? Retesting the recent highs and lows. So yeah, it may not make sense to you, but specifically for Nas 100, we'll be just watching it, right? To monitor it closely because I do think it will make its pullback, right? But I would like to see what it's going to do because it has to fall below to for me to consider this is a trend, right? I mean not a trend, but a uh reverse, right? Because although it broke this level here, this is the previous low, right? So it's the previous high, previous low, previous high, previous low. All right, boom. Yeah, previous low, boom. So previous high, previous low, broke that, boom, back down here, testing this recent high and low. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, so yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at for this time frame. Um, Price essentially already coming down, making these levels kilo, that was a neckline that I deleted. We're going to delete that there. Highs and lows. We're on the 4 hour. We're going to delete that. This is probably what happened on the 1 hour. So, still delete that. Boom. Yep. Bring this high and low. Okay, so I see price created this higher high, follow by this low, right? So let me do this. I'm going to take this low. I'm going to duplicate it and put it here. All right. So, even though this is a neckline, it broke all the way down here. Boom. For the 4 hours, we had previous high, low, right? Price was buying. So that was the previous high. So now I broke the market character, broke the structure as well. So the high and the low is broken. Down here, boom, price coming back to retest that previous high and that previous low. Yep. So I'm gonna keep looking at it. But yeah, it's kind of what we got going on right now. I'm gonna break this trend selling candle so we can like see if price is going to solidify the sale. So and it's making this chart pattern here. This is the previous high. So I'm gonna tell you why I like this trade. We almost done with this one. This is the previous high, followed by high low as we saw. And then we have a higher low here. And then this is a lower low, followed by another lower low. And then price come up and create say a high, still another high low. Because it's come back right up in here in this zone if you look at it. Price close up in here, right, in here, right? So higher, low here. And then price creating lower highs right here. All right, and let me look at something. I think this did do with flags. Oh, it does triangle. Let's see something. Yeah. No, that's not what I was trying to do. Previous high. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. That's the low. Thought back up, retested it. So yeah. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it. I'm just looking at something closer. Prices decreasing here. It didn't get high, right? But when I look at it in a zone way, this is got that high. This is where price was toggling it with the candles. And this was a previous high, previous low. You want to see something? Duplicate previous high, previous low. Price breaks out this high, trading high low. So you want to see if price break out of this, then you can probably look price to go back up for this buy. But if not, you look for price come back down to this neckline right here. So we'll keep it like that. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and retest this high low. We did come back, try to gain. It got to gain momentum. You feel me? So that's all I'm always time is on NAS 100. All right, so we're gonna move on to GBP, JPY. And if you into my mastery course or you're my elite member, you know what JPY USD is. We'll go there as well. So let's do JPY USD. It's right there. All right. Said I got these down, so it shouldn't take me too long. Pull back on the day time frame and let's see what it's doing. We're just really looking at it. At that time, we was like still looking at it in this kind of range, like this is a major level though. Uh, yeah, let's see what we're doing here. So it could be a continuation for a sale. You see price was selling up here. Boom, start creating higher highs, followed by higher lows, followed by higher low, another higher low, right? Boom. So this was the lower lows that was made, followed by a higher low. And so it looks like price is trying to complete this other upside for this head and shoulder pattern. Um, I'm not for sure. I'm strictly not for sure. Um, but it could also go down to this trend line here because this is a resistance support lever to test it. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at it for the day. Yeah, the price of is this higher low, higher low, higher low, equal higher low, far wide higher low, right? So we're going to see if price going to create lower lows, or it's going to turn around, make this right, make you feel like it was going to disrespect it, but overall it did not disrespect it, and then come back up. So, um, but because the overall trend is a sell, we're looking for this to be a trend continuation back down to this point. Um, unless price turns for the better, right? So price give us a better indication for this buy. We will buy. Not saying it's not buying. We've seen it play out multiple times in the buy, but going with the trend at this point in time right now and just staying straight to analysis. So we're gonna continue to watch the chart. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna look at it. Look, this is kind of where we at right now with it, right? Solid thing is going back down to the sand. Yep, break. It could be like a retest here. So we gonna just gonna keep looking at it, you know. Uh Yeah, because it has before. See, it's still showing it's selling pressure, but then, yeah. So that's kind of what I got right now. I'm recording. That's kind of got right now. So, yeah, boom. Sell, boom. Could be a last push of a sell, but because of the zone that we in, I ain't gonna even play with it. I'm not gonna cap with you. I'm not really gonna play with it because the zone we in, this is a really, really, really strict zone. As you see, at one point in time, it was a resistance level. Starting off, I changed mine to there you go. Well, I guess my tool don't work for me. All right, cool. Arrow. So as you see over here in the past, right here where price was, they made this bullish momentum and then came back down to retest. So previous making a previous high, previous low. So this was the first indicator of the previous high right here for resistance and a support, right? So price tested this support level, broke out of it. So at one point in time, it tested as a resistance level, and then tested as a support level and broke out of it, confirmed as a support, broke out of it, come back to retest as support, broke out of it, retested the support, continued to break out of it. Now we're back down at it, and as you see previously, a couple of weeks ago, it was support, and recently, boom, we're back into it to where it's the previous low. So it can be support. So artists right now is going sideways. The prices haven't was making lower lows, followed by now higher lows. All right, this is a lower low followed by another higher low. So this could be a nice indication for inverted head and shoulder. Yeah. Two, three. I'm on recording, babe. Um, one, two, three. I feel you. Are you good? You good? Um, like we in this, I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, like, look. When I tell you this, because I think I minimized it and I don't even know where it is. But anyway, I don't even know where it went to. Oh, there it go. Look, hey, we in this thing. I'm telling you, y'all just sitting there. Like we literally still having family life, and I'm tuned in right here. So you can't tell me this not my life. This is my life. I got a lot of stories I can tell you, a lot of knowledge I can give. So we back in it. Oh, so this kind of where I'm at with Nas 100 US JPY USD. We're going to see what it's going to do. It's going to make this final mark for this inverted head and shoulder, or it's going to break it to lower lows. We're going to see. And our last trade that we're going to look at is GBP JPY. And again, I do not recommend you trade anything, especially coming to Wednesdays. Um, Today I think it was good, and then Friday. But definitely Wednesday and Thursday didn't seem like much movement. I think JPY had a little bit of movement going into Thursday. Yeah, JPY has some movement going into Thursday, and then Friday GP has some movement going into that. But excuse me, I don't recommend any. Feel me? Um, so yeah, let's look at it. We have GBP JPY on the last list for our countdown. Um, yeah, so you'll peek at XRP for a second. Um, this is GBP JPY. I want to see where we are. You see this overall previous high, previous low, and then this is the area where we see price having a hard time getting past. This is like we started with a nice resistance level. Now it's a nice, it was a nice resistance level. Then supporting. Had that head and shoulder pattern right here. Price came back down to test that support, breaking into resistance levels, right? Boom, breaking into the support level, created to resist it. All right, so price was resistance, not support. So if you want to, you can let me see. Oh, where it go? Okay, resistance, right? Support. All right, so we're looking for price to come back up to retest this level here. And if it does it can come back down to retest this trend line. All right, or if price gonna break down to retest this trend line, then come back up, boom. Or if price gonna do something like this, testing this trend line, break, retest, and then come back down to test these levels here, right? Back down to the original support level down here. So, because you can see, it did it right in this area. That was too big of a circle. Right in this area, price tried to do it, as you can see right here. That's that W mid area way. You're looking at WA, and price did it on this side for the sale. Price resisted it back down. It didn't get up that far. If you look at it, this was a nice little trend line. All right, that was its resistant price. So if you think of it that way, you want to put a clone there, put it there, and you make it. It says 2. All right, cool. And since this green, we'll just make that one light green like that. We make it like that. Wait, no, it's too close to that green. I want you to still know the green. All right, cool, like that. So price can definitely be resisting this back down to test this trend line. As you can see, going down to the day that this particular time, that was the high. At just this particular time was making it's the previous high, right? Previous high, and that's the previous lower high, right? Price, where is that now? Is creating a high low, right? And you see price is also having made it past that previous high and that previous low you hit there. So as you drop down to the 4 hours, you see what that looked like. I'm looking for price to come back up here to test to see if it's gonna break. Or I'll put it back where it need to be. Come back down to retest this um lower high. There goes there. So I'm still waiting as well on GBP JPY. It's not really no rush for me to move anything today. I will be looking at this trade coming into Thursday, Friday, but I'm not going to take part in this trade. I'm just going to see the movement that happened. See if it actually broke this high, or did it break it two high highs, respecting the low, or did it create a higher low followed by a lower low? I want to know. So that's kind of what we're looking at for that. And right now it's on a nice trend too. So it's on a nice trend. So price has to come back down to retest this because it's done so well of that in the past, right? Then if I throw my pivot levels on, just keeping that in mind. So 4 hour, it's still showing us the volume pressure. Let's see, price is pushing up, but there is some decreasing in the momentum and strength of these buys. So, I want price to fall up on here to start going back down below the pivot levels, like I did here. It was above the pivot levels, above, fell below a little bit, fell below, first indication, and then boom, pivot levels under pivot level, under pivot level, under pivot level. Then we back on top of the pivot levels, right? So that's kind of what we'll be looking at for that. So keep that in mind. I'm going to make that black. Keep that in mind. That's what we're looking at. We're still on the same. It's still right now. Price is still between that previous high and that previous low. All right. Price is currently still buying. But the price is making higher, made a higher high, followed by a higher low, and then a higher low, followed by a lower low, right? Because that's what's the higher low right here. And then for the 4 hour, and then that's what the lower low was right here, right? These are higher lows. So lower highs, right? So you have the lower high followed by another lower high right here, right? And we see that happen on the 4 hours. So, and if you think you pull back to the day, you will see a little bit of that as well. So this is what like on the day, so we're not too far off it. So man, I love this trade JPY. It looks nice. I want to continue to look at it. So yeah, guys, that's kind of what I got for you, right? Um, we're really doing good with this. Um, I'm showing you my ins and my outs. If you want to know more about a specific trade or crypto or whatever, and you have questions, make sure you hit me up on email. I put it below in the description below. Make sure you follow, man. Follow the podcast. Follow PG podcast. Get you some positive affirmation going. That's positive energy generation. The best podcast out there. I'm talking about from artists, public figures, celebrities. I'm talking about the best. So go get you some positive affirmation, uplift your spirit, tap into some other creativity of your life. And then tune in to Forex is stupid because man, we get really, really deep with that. And we're staying consistent with that as well. So make sure y'all tap in, enjoy the holidays with your family. I'm gonna enjoy my birthday as well, December 31st. Big 3-1. So y'all get to watch this journey, man. It's gonna be a different 3-2. You feel me? 3-3, 3-4. So coming to the goddess years. Goddess years, you feel me? Um, that's all I got for you coming into this. If you wanted to look at Nas news, there's definitely ways you can do it. I'm going to dive even more deep into that. I think I'll do a video to show y'all what that news is like. If you go back and look at the previous videos, you know exactly how to get to that. All right. Different avenues to look at, like different what news you do look at for different charts and stuff. And then I'm gonna give you some more insight of the news too. I think I'm gonna do an overall video too for that, so you can dive into it. So you gotta stay tuned for this magic, man. So if you saw something on here that you wanna see, make sure you drop that down in the comment. And if I did something that you like that you did not know before, make sure you drop a like, a share, or a comment, and hit that bell to keep encouraging me to get on this thing. You feel me? But yeah, for us analysis, that's all I got. And after all this, you want to make sure you stay tapped into Forex and make sure you stay tapped into financial markets. You're going from stocks, you're going to bonds, crypto, commodities and DCs. You're tapping in with your family. Maybe you got family, maybe you don't. Maybe you feeling holidays with them, maybe you don't. Maybe you got a lot of things going on with the holidays, maybe you don't. It doesn't matter. Maybe you're inside your brain. Maybe having some hard time. He had lost loved ones and stuff like that. And I recently watched that Tyler Perry movie, and not going to cap. You should watch it to make sure you guys tap in. I think I'll provide it down here below since I referred it. And you'll be so much grateful for just life in general, because there's some soldiers out there that not being able to share these moments with their peoples, and we're standing right here in the safety of our home and all that. And talking to each other. So, all right, man, I got you. We're gonna see you later. Those are three. As after all this, man, you're trying to figure out your life. You're trying to figure out how to be the best. You're trying to go through all this stuff while you're doing the holidays. You're trying not to feel bad by stepping away and be away from your family. Being tuned in, trying to stay tuned in, trying to keep your sanity. Do all this, y'all. As I'm juggling life, there is at one point of time you're going to say,
Forex is stupid.
and I agree. See you next time, man. Here.